Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you my lounge review of the Sala VIP Terminal 3 airport lounge. I call it the Flamenco Lounge at Costa del Sol Airport at Malaga. Stick around until the very end when I reveal the final score, and let's start off with some flamenco. Flamenco, what a beautiful music. If you haven't experienced a flamenco show yourself, you can do it. Well, I highly recommend you do it one day when you're in Spain. You don't even need to go to the south of Spain. You can get flamenco shows all over Spain. I'm based in Valencia, as you might know, and we have regular flamenco shows. Let's tell you a little bit more about my experience at the airport lounge in Malaga. So the trip to Malaga was part of a 2-day trip that I've done, I think about two months ago. I went to Mallorca, I went to Ibiza, and I went to Malaga. Malaga, of course, is in the south of Spain. It has a population of a little bit less than 600,000 people. It's the 6th biggest Spanish city and the 2nd biggest city in Andalusia, right after Sevilla. Sevilla, there's going to be another. I've already done the lounge review. I'm going to release it in the next 1 month, I guess. So stay tuned for this one. And yeah. I've already mentioned it earlier, flamenco. So this part of Spain is known for flamenco, and if you've been to Andalusia before, you already know that they have these beautiful white villages tucked away in the mountains, which are beautiful. And Malaga itself, what I remember, actually, I visited Malaga 3 or 4 times, and what I really liked about Malaga, much more than Valencia, for example, is the beautiful historical city. I mean, if you hang out for a few hours there, you really get to know the Spanish lifestyle, having good food, having good wine, and so this was really impressive. If you haven't been to Malaga yet, if you have just been to Madrid or to Barcelona, I highly recommend to go to Malaga. It's a beautiful city. Pablo Picasso, the famous painter, he was born in Malaga. I think he spent most of his life in France, but yeah, born in Malaga. They even have a Picasso museum. So if you're interested into cubic arts, and I think this is the place to go, I guess. Yeah. So let's talk more about the lounge, the airport lounge. So I have these 4 categories. Food and drinks is one category. Let's start with this one. I've given the airport lounge at Malaga Airport 3.5 stars for food and drinks. I'll show you why. Okay, I've ordered a couple of items here. A few warm options, kind of tapa style, and here we have a tortilla de patata. Let's try this. That's okay. Then we have a few more options. We have a veggie option with peas and carrots and some other stuff that I can't define. That's okay. Then there's something quite see this? I'm not sure. Whoa, this looks good. This looks delicious. Fish. I don't know what fish it is, but with peas. A very flavorful sauce. This one is good. And let's try the meatball. They have meatballs too. Here we go. With tomatoes and well, it's okay. Cheers. And we have a dessert, a pudding. Let's try the pudding. By the way, in the back you see the terminal, and there's some construction work going on down there. And it's quite a big airport. I mean, Malaga is certainly one of the more touristy cities in Spain. It's much bigger than Valencia, for example. It reminds me a little bit of Alicante. Kind of similar style when you look at the structure of the building, like the roof and how the terminal is built. And lots of natural light coming in, very airy and spacious. Really like this huge terminal halls. The pudding is quite nice too. Although you can't see it on the images that I just showed you, I'm still traveling during the COVID-19 pandemic, and of course lounge life is a little bit different than we are used to before the pandemic. Traditionally, you go to the buffet, you serve yourself. It's a self-service buffet, but of course during the pandemic there's nothing, no self-service. How it works is there is a staff personnel. You tell them what you want. They pick the drinks and the food and hand it over to you. You get back to where you're sitting, and then you enjoy your food and drinks. And this is the way it works at Malaga. This is the way it works currently at all lounges, at least in Spain. I assume all over the world. And as the images I showed you suggest, they really had a good selection of warm and cold options. The only negative point actually that I see was the quality of the food, which can be improved. Some items were very delicious, others were just okay, and I'm not sure if you have seen my lounge review of at Alicante, where I was blown away by the quality of the food. If you haven't seen it, there must be somewhere something we can click on to see the Alicante review. This was different at Malaga airport. The quality of the food can be better. In terms of facilities, I have given this lounge 4 stars. What I really liked about this lounge is it is a big lounge. It is very spacious. There's a lot of seating, very comfy seating. You have couches, you have some regular seating if you wanna have lunch or dinner, coffee tables, you have dining tables. It is spacious. You have enough. You don't feel cramped it's not a small lounge. It's a big lounge, and this is what I really liked about this. They have conference rooms. What else do they have? They have sleeping shares. They are kind of separated. There's a partition in between, but you still, I think you can try to sleep, but there is no, it's not in a separate room. But anyway, I think this is something if you want to relax, that's a nice thing. Yeah, natural light, a lot of natural light coming into the lounge, because you have this large windows on the one side of the lounge. On the other side of the lounge, you can look at the terminal. That's basically it. Facilities 4 stars. I think it's a good score. Personal, I encountered 4 different. I've been in touch with 4 different people during my stay at the lounge, and 2 of them were very friendly. It was they were really nice, and the other 2 interactions were just okay. Of course, I understand we are all just humans. Sometimes we have a bad day, so I don't want to be too hard on this. So I figure the 2 great interactions I had, I give them 5 points, the not so great 3 points, and on average we get to 4 points or stars, and this is the score I want to give them. Okay, and the last category that I haven't touched on yet is cleanliness. I mean, we don't need to spend too much time on this topic. Cleanliness, 5 stars. It was very clean. To conclude, yeah, they get 16.5 stars in total. I think it's a good lounge, but what I really like is it's a big lounge, it's spacious, lots of seating, facilities were nice. They have room for improvement in the area of foods and drinks. The quantity was just fine, but the quality of the food can be better, and the staff can be also more. I have the feeling they can be more consistent. So these are the only 2 things that come to my mind. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Flamenco Lounge at Malaga Airport. So I think Joe, he was sleeping the whole time. I don't know why he's exhausted. I hope you're not exhausted after this review, and I hope to see you next week for the next review, and I think there should be Ibiza. So hopefully see you next week. Take care. Bye bye.